No matter your degree, your career, what school you go to, what grades you get, what job you get, it's impossible to get rich and successful off of working for someone else. When you work a job, you have a limited amount of time that you can trade for money. Your money making potential is capped because you have a limited amount of time that you can trade. Once the primary income stream, your job, is capped, your wealth accumulation is capped. And once you have limited amounts of leverage, you have limited amounts of time, it's impossible to get rich working a job. It doesn't matter what career you have. It doesn't matter what school you went to, what grades you got. None of that matters because you are capped. You are limited in a job. It is impossible to get rich working a job because you do not have leverage, and the components or the fundamentals of earning money are limited. You trade time for money, but you have a limited amount of money to make. Because you have a limited amount of time to trade, you are capped. You are limited. What you need for wealth, and wealth isn't just money, it's freedom. Freedom to buy whatever, do whatever, etc. You need two things for wealth creation. You need control over your income stream, and you need leverage. Leverage. Now let me repeat myself. Those two things, control and leverage, are absolutely essential, absolutely required for being wealthy. And you cannot get them in a job because you have no control over a job. You cannot control your boss. You cannot control the company you work for. You cannot control how much you get paid because it's at a fixed amount. You cannot control how many hours you work because time is limited. And you have no leverage in a job. You cannot leverage time because you only have 24 hours a day that you can trade. You have no leverage in a job because time cannot be leveraged. It's at a fixed amount. You have no leverage over how much you can earn because it's at a fixed amount. $20 an hour, $100 an hour, $56,000 a year, etc. It's at a fixed amount. No leverage, no control in a job. When you are working for someone, you are making them richer. You are trading your most valuable asset, which is time. You have no idea how much time you have, and yet you are trading your time, which is your most valuable asset, for money, which is a fake asset. Y'all boys need to wake the fuck up. You guys are grinding in school, grinding in a job, working your 9 to 5 at fucking McDonald's, and you expect that to carry you to certain amounts of wealth. You are a fucking slave, bro. You are working for someone else, making them richer. You are a fucking slave. This entire video has been me ranting about how you cannot get rich. Mathematically impossible for you to accumulate massive amounts of generational wealth working a job. I hope now that you understand it is impossible to get rich under someone else working a job. Now that you understand these principles, this forces you to come to an understanding that you have to get rich and successful on your fucking own. You do not have an authority figure, your parents, your teachers, or your boss to tell you exactly what to do to get the next paycheck. You have to come up with your own fucking ideas, put your head down, read some fucking books, actually get to work on a business, a brand, a YouTube channel, etc., and accumulate some fucking wealth without someone telling you exactly what to do. Clean the dishes next, mop the floors next, flip the burgers next. You have no directions. So what you have to do is you have to get the fuck out there. You have to enjoy what you do to get rich, because if you don't, you're going to be a sad, depressed loser, but you're going to have money in the pocket. Listen, you have to pick a problem that you are willing to solve, and the problems that you want to solve, you must actually like solving, or else at the end of the road, when you're rich as fuck, you're going to be sad and depressed. What's a rich man if he's sad? You know what I'm saying? So you have to pick a problem in the marketplace. It could be any fucking problem, but you have to enjoy solving it. Once you pick a problem, you have to solve that problem. Then you have to sell the solution to that problem. That is entrepreneurship. I'm not going to go too detailed into entrepreneurship because that's for another video. This video will be way too fucking long. I might make it a series. Let me know in the comments down below if y'all want me to talk about this shit. The gist of it is you have to create a solution to a problem. The second thing is you have to enjoy solving that problem. The third way is you have to monetize that solution. You have to sell people your solution. And the entire process of this, you have to have full control over what you sell, how you sell it, how much it costs, who you sell to, etc. You have to have unlimited leverage. You have to denounce your ways of making money from time. You cannot be fixed at a certain amount of time, your certain amount of hours that you can trade for a certain amount of fake currency that you can gain. You have to free yourself from the chains of time. An example of this is if I wrote a book and it took me 1,000 hours to write this book and I sell 1,000 copies, making $5 profit for every copy I sold. If I sell 1,000, I'm gonna make $5 grand. but I spend 1,000 hours making that $5,000. I'm getting $5 an hour. It's pretty shitty. But if I sell 1,000,000 books, I'm now making $5,000 per hour that I've invested into writing and making and publishing this book. I went from $5 to $5,000 because the ways that I made money are unbound from time, because I've already put in the 1,000 hours of work. It's just me now in the future. I need to market this book in order to get 1,000,000 sales. And if I get 10 million sales, I get 50 grand an hour from the original 1,000 hours invested into making the book. That is just a small, simple example, and I swear to God, there are fucking hundreds of thousands of business ideas and examples that are leveraged and controllable that you can make some fucking money on. So, what the fuck do you do with this information? You now know that you cannot get rich working a job. You now know that you are forced to come up with a way to make some money on your own without an authoritative figure telling you exactly what to do. You now know that you have to denounce your ways of making money from time. You now know that you have to become an entrepreneur, enjoy solving problems and selling those problems. With these 4 principles in mind, what the fuck do you do? I'm not going to tell you. Read some fucking books. I would tell you, but this video is going to be mad fucking long. So y'all boys better let me know if you want to learn about the entrepreneurship way, how to get rich and successful, because I just told you how not to. I gave you a little bit principles of how to, alright? So I'll catch y'all boys later.